What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Aber ich glaube nicht, dass ich jetzt wirklich Ende habe, oder? Oder doch? Warte mal. Nee, das geht... Geht das nochmal?
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Also das mit der Tür da hinten hatte ich schon mal gemacht. Ich weiß aber nicht, ob der das jedes Mal sagt. Narrator? Okay, dann gehen wir mal nach rechts.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wait, ist die Story jetzt komplett wieder am Anfang? Oder wieder was? Ich verstehe nicht. Hä? Hä? Habe ich jetzt wirklich Credits gehabt? Oder waren das einfach nur so Fake-Credits? Ich hab keinen blassen Dunst. Ich würde ja gegebenenfalls gerade einfach mal kurz in den Steam Guides oder so reingucken.
Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
In die Steam Guides reingucken, einfach nur um zu gucken, okay, wie viele Enden gibt's und was für ein Ende habe ich gerade erreicht? Aber das ist dann wahrscheinlich auch wieder ein bisschen blöd, weil das spoilert ein bisschen.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door and got back on track.
Okay. Ah, okay. Also habe ich im Endeffekt quasi einfach nur Ende 1 von 50 gefunden.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Nah. Okay, dann scheinbar wohl doch
Oh,
links.
no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Du überfährst mich doch jetzt nicht, oder? Warum zum Geier ist hier ein Auto drin? Weil... Hä? Das macht ja mal gar keinen Sinn. Oh, ich bin wieder hier. Da steht schon wieder Pirate.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
kann mich erinnern, aber da, wo Pirate stand, war, glaube ich, das Büro hier. Ja, sah irgendwie so aus.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Deine Computer mit dem... Deine Computer mit dem Input ist wieder weg. Komisch.
When Stanley...
Wait.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Ach, jetzt soll ich die Story finden. Aha, okay. Das ist so ein und derselbe Raum. Jetzt habe ich ein Open-World-Spiel.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ich habe das Gefühl, das macht dann noch mehr durcheinander, wa? Ja, höchstwahrscheinlich.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
War hier nicht die Tür mit dem neuen Content? Ich glaub schon, oder?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Komisches Geräusch.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Genau, die Story, die sich plötzlich im Kreis dreht auf einmal und...
Wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Aber ich habe einen Storyteller, der keine Ahnung hat, wo die Story hingehen soll, wa? Permanente Sackgassen.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Aha, okay, cool.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart.
Jetzt habe ich sogar eine Linie, wo ich hingehen soll, oder was?
All right, I've got a solution.
Adventure line.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Wait, wieso gehe ich denn da jetzt plötzlich hin? Was ist, wenn ich deinen Anweisungen nicht folge? Geht dann wieder was kaputt?
No, no, I'm done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Oh, Spielverderber. Echt jetzt nicht mal die Kistenkasse, nicht mal die Kisten kannst du wegräumen, damit du mal eben die Linie gerade hast?
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Oh, okay.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What the fuck? What? What the f-
Cut the music.
Oh,
Go
endlich.
back and look at that fern.
What?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Aha, ja, sieht aus wie Salat. Ja, die Musik war jetzt ein bisschen laut, aber okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Achso, die Linie ist jetzt ein eigener Charakter. Okay. Er hat nicht die Linie irgendwo hingepflanzt, die Linie ist ein eigener Charakter offenbar. Huh.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore, to hell with it. Restart.
Clippy? Are you fucking serious? Da oben ist Clippy gewesen. Keine Ahnung, was da drauf stand, aber hey. Ist da ein Telefon? Warum ist da ein Telefon auf einmal?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Das mache ich schon die ganze Zeit, aber das hat dir ja nicht gefallen.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Ich glaube, ich spiele dieses eine komische Horrorspiel, wo du in einem Büro bist, was hell erleuchtet ist, in dem nichts drin ist und das scheinbar endlos zu gehen scheint. Wie ist das nochmal? Der Yellow Rooms oder Backrooms oder sowas in der Art? Keine Ahnung. Irgendwas in der Richtung.
Oh no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. And we should be fine.
I'm back! Habt mich doch nicht vergessen, oder? Ich bin die gelbe Abenteuerlinie. Wow, yeah! Guck mal, ich kann Wellen schlagen.
Und ich bin Tschüss. Ja, ich bin Tschüss. Ich bin weg. Ich muss nochmal da nach oben hin. Ich hab vergessen, meinen Ofen auszumachen.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh, keine Entscheidung. Oh. Ich hasse mein Schicksal. Das Verwirrungsende? Was? Du spielst das Verwirrungsende seit... Okay. What?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What? Es hat ja bereits schon angezeigt. Das Spiel hat sich selbst neu gestartet. Yep. Das Spiel hat sich selbst neu gestartet. Der Narrator hätte lieber diesen ganzen, die Textwand da lieber sich genauer angucken sollen.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Ich gehe mal davon aus, weil ich die Tür nicht wiederfinde, wo da drauf steht neuer Content, dass ich dann quasi in einem anderen Ende gerade wieder drin bin. Oder anderen Storystrang, der dann zu einem neuen Ende führt. Ja, kann gut sein. Das kann gut möglich sein.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Führt das zum selben Ende? I don't know. Ich hab so keinen blassen Dunst. Ich denke mal, wenn ich dahin gehe, habe ich dann wieder diese Sache à la, hey, bleib in dem Raum da stehen oder beziehungsweise geh dich killen. Vermute ich mal, oder? I don't know.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Gehen wir mal zum Gedankenkontrollraum.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oder wieder runter. Mal gucken, vielleicht ändert sich ja diesmal was. War ja nur einmal unten.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
muss ich hier nochmal reingehen. Sprich, ich habe eventuell einen Pfad gestartet, bin aber dann wieder woanders hingegangen und habe dann diesen Pfad abgebrochen.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange, this can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I
Geht
have a
echt
boss.
lange.
I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Ach ja, da kommt ja auch noch.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few
Sag mal so, ich gehe da gleich nochmal runter. Sollte da genau dasselbe passieren? Ich denke mal, wenn ich das Spiel neu starte, oder nicht neu starte, aber wieder zurück zum Menü gehe, dann sollte ich ja, glaube ich, dann ganz normal dann wieder im Büro sein, denke ich mir mal.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Werde ich aber erst sehen, wenn ich dann wieder da unten bin.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, endlich kann ich wieder was machen. Meine Güte, das dauert aber lange.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ja, man sieht sich. Danke fürs Zuschauen.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ganz normal erstmal wieder dahin gehen und gucken, was dann passiert, falls da eine Veränderung ist.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hörte sich gerade komisch an.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oder auch nicht.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. all of my coworkers blinking mysteriously
Ich
out of
schätze mal,
existence in a
das ist
single
das, was es halt
moment
ist,
for no reason
ne?
at all. None of it made any
In die
logical
Tiefgarage
sense.
oder was auch immer, was es hier jetzt genau ist, zu gehen, ist ein eigenes Ende einfach. Das verrückten Ende. Ja, höchstwahrscheinlich. Okay, dann, ciao. Das Spiel erneut beginnen? Ja?